Hello again, Unky Tongs. Now buckle up because we're diving headfirst into the glorious mess that is modern Britain. Land of fish and chips, warm beer, and apparently blasphemy laws, sneaking in through the back door like a dodgy salesman. So here's the latest from the asylum formerly known as the United Kingdom. A man in Manchester, 47 years old, name not worth dragging through the mud, has been charged with, now wait for it, racially and religiously aggravated intentional harassment, alarm and distress. His crime? He set fire to a copy of the Quran in the city centre, right outside a memorial to the 2017 Manchester Arena bombing, where a jihadist murdered 22 people, including children. Poetic, isn't it? Now, before you start clutching your pearls and reaching for the pitchforks, let's get one thing straight. Burning a book, any book, isn't exactly a love letter to civility. It's provocative, it's in your face, it's the kind of thing that makes people spill their tea and fire up X with righteous indignation. But here's the kicker, it's not a crime, or at least it shouldn't be. Not in a free society, not in a country that supposedly values the right to stick up two fingers at sacred cows. Now this fella, whoever he is, wasn't burning the Quran to toast marshmallows. He was making a point. Posts on X say he was protesting the murder of Salwan Momika, an Iraqi refugee who was assassinated in Sweden after burning Qurans to make a stand against radical Islam. Our Manchester man, however, claimed he was showing solidarity with Momika, a bloke who paid the ultimate price for exercising his freedom to offend. And what does he get for it? Handcuffs, a court date, and Greater Manchester Police plastering his name and address all over social media like they're auditioning for the Keystone Cops. Now let's talk about that for a second. The police, in their infinite wisdom, decided to broadcast this man's details to the world, knowing full well that accusations of blasphemy are like catnip to certain folks who don't exactly send strongly worded letters as they go to response. Humanists UK, hardly a gang of right-wing nutters, called this out, saying it puts the man's safety at serious risk. You don't say. In a world where people have been killed for less, you'd think the coppers might have considered that before playing pin the tail on the heretic. But no, this is Britain in 2025, where the law bends over backwards to protect feelings while throwing free speech under the bus. The charge against this man isn't about him swinging a fist or threatening anyone. It's about causing distress. Distress? Someone felt offended, and now the full weight of the state is coming down like a ton of bricks. If that's the standard, lock me up now, because I'm pretty sure my face causes distress to half the people I meet. And let's not kid ourselves, this isn't about public order. It's about appeasing a specific group who've decided their holy book is off limits. Robert Jenrick, the Tory Shadow Justice Secretary, nailed it when he said charging people for burning a Quran risks creating a blasphemy law by the back door, and he's not wrong. If you can be arrested for burning one particular book, but not, say, a Bible or a Harry Potter, you're not living in a free country. You're living in a country where one religion gets a veto over everyone else's rights. The National Secular Society has been banging the drum on this too. They've written to the Crown Prosecution Service, begging them to drop the case, pointing out that burning a book as political protest is protected under Article 10 of the European Convention on Human Rights. You know, that pesky little thing called freedom of expression. But no, the CPS is too busy polishing their halo, making sure nobody's feelings get hurt. Now here's the thing, the Quran isn't just a book to some people, it's a symbol, a sacred object, and for many Muslims, burning it anywhere, anytime is fighting words. Fair enough, you're entitled to your beliefs, but here's the deal, you're not entitled to enforce those beliefs on everyone else. If you can't handle someone torching a book without losing your marbles, that's your problem, not the law's. The law's job isn't to coddle your sensibilities, it's to protect everyone's right to be a pain in the neck. And don't give me that hate speech nonsense. Hate speech laws are a slippery slope, and we're already halfway down the mountain. This man wasn't inciting violence. He wasn't calling for anyone to be harmed. He was burning a book to make a point about radicalism, and now he's being treated like he firebombed a mosque. Meanwhile, the same system that's so quick to slap him with charges bends over backwards to excuse actual violence when it's dressed up in the right ideological costume. Funny how that works. Look, I'm not saying this guy's a hero, he's not Gandhi with a lighter, but he's got the right to do what he did, just like you've got the right to call him a plonker for, I don't know, burning a Union flag in response. That's how freedom works. You don't get to pick and choose who gets to offend. Once you start criminalising distress, you've handed the reins to the most sensitive snowflake in the room, and good luck getting them back. The real tragedy here isn't a singed book, it's the state of a country that's forgotten what freedom means. Greater Manchester Police should be ashamed, but they're too busy treating their virtues to notice. And the rest of us? We're just watching the slow motion car crash of a once great nation turning into a place where you can't even light a match without someone crying hate crime. So here's to you, Manchester man, whoever you are. You might be a fool, but you're a fool with rights. And if Britain's got any sense left, those rights will outlast the outrage. But I'm not holding my breath. And there we go. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm Paz49. Thanks for watching. And until the next time, Roger Trout.